let it go. That's life. Years ago, you watch me while I'm asleep. Let it go. It's life. I gotta do a remix to that song. I got that big boy energy. I got that hood, it's still in me. That's why he hates to love me. Feel me? Yes. So man, how to meditate in 2021. It's the same way to meditate in 2020, but for branding purposes, y'all know how I give it up. So, how to meditate in 2021. I can get on here, bro, and talk about law of attraction every day. And to a person who feels though that the conversation is repetitive, you don't gotta watch it. And if it's repetitive, it's a part of it that you just haven't got yet. So in the space of 2021, where I'm referencing law of attraction almost exclusively, like without, like, it's nothing else that I need to really reference or talk about, because when you understand law of attraction, everything makes sense. When you do not understand law of attraction, you get hella confused out here in these streets. So in order to attract, one has to meditate. However, I'm pretty sure people are not aware of how to meditate based upon the fact of us not understanding law of attraction. It's like one and the same thing. It's like trying to build a house, but you don't know carpentry and shit. So understanding how to do law of attraction, one has to understand how to meditate. They're like one and the same. So Grand Rising, it's the Hood Mystic, representing www.hoodmystic.com. I got my matcha tea, mugwort and dreamwort. What is that? Mugwort and wormwood. I can tell this conversation is going to be a little off-centered, off-kiltered, because I'm just now coming into Kyrie and had this conversation. So before, I'm not even going to waste y'all time either. I was going to waste y'all time. I'm not even going to hold y'all. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of other shit before I got into how to meditate in 2021. But I ain't going to do that. It's 3 steps to meditate. If you don't know these 3 steps, probably your meditation is whack. You don't like meditation. You think meditation is boring. You can't meditate. You don't know how to meditate because you've never been told, right? Same way if you want to build a house. Yeah, you can get out there and throw some sticks together, but if you don't have a particular instruction, a particular angle, that house gonna look shitty as fuck. But when you really want to know how to meditate, like there's a way, right? You can know how. So you can meditate before you go to sleep, or you can meditate throughout the day. It does not matter. The idea though is to at least meditate at least once. So if you don't meditate throughout the day, meditate before you go to bed. But utilize these 3 steps regardless. And then once you understand these 3 steps, you'll be more excited and want to meditate because you'll know how to meditate. Like if you knew how to make a house, your ass would be out here with the goddamn 2x4s and hammers and nails like a motherfucker, right? Building houses because you know how to do it. So generally, if you're not excited about meditation, if you're not excited about law of attraction, then it's just simply that you don't understand it. I get it because I was the same way. So even to everybody that I know, right? This conversation is not the normal conversation. I only have these conversations when I go live on Instagram because can't nobody around me really wrap their head around the concept of law of attraction, because you do not get to law of attraction without meditating. Same way as you do not build a house without knowing how to actually build it. So let's be clear. before you go in step one, right? Not bullshitting you. I was, but I'm not. Step one, before you go into meditation, the ego, right? Not to be confusing, who you are, right? Tanya, Jermaine, Shelly, whatever the fuck you call yourself, whatever the fuck you do, you have to, in your mind's eye, put it on the table. We're talking about meditating. We're not talking about going to the bank. We're not talking about Kroger's. We're not talking about relating to your mama. We're talking about meditating. Okay? So in order to meditate, everything that you are, you have to create an imaginary table, a magician's table. And just like your body, it has to be a suit, a skin suit. You zip that motherfucker off, put it on the table. Okay? Simple steps. Because there is no how-to. They're just simple instructions, simple facts, Snapple facts. Take your being, whoever you think you are, put it on the table. That's step one. Step two, you just simply wait for your soul to arise, to awaken. Because, so say for instance, me and you are talking, right? Like, we're just talking. And then, like, we teleport into, like, this room and shit. It's incense and candles. I'm naked. You naked. How much talking do you think that's going to take place? Either you going to run out the room, right? Like, what the fuck, right? Get me out of here. Or we're going to bump and grind, right? Because we're naked. The same way is when you remove your ego, your soul is like, all right, I can come out now, right? There's no contriving your soul. This is just a simple 1-2 step process. 1-2 step, right? Remove your ego, the soul arises. That shit too simple for y'all, right? So forgive me for being extremely simple and extremely applicable this morning. When you remove your ego, your soul arises. Step 3, meditating. This is it. You're not doing anything else. You're not doing nothing. It's simple. It shouldn't be any questions. Your consciousness then merges with your soul. When you feel like, okay, I want to go to fucking Kroger's now and go get me a goddamn matcha tea or whatever. I want to go see my boyfriend now. I want to go to work now. You then go back into, let me put on my goddamn skin suit. Hi, everybody. I'm Shelly. How you doing? Right? Hi, everybody. My name's Jermaine. How you doing? Oh, I'm good. I'm just doing my regular 1-2 step. So then it becomes 1, 2, 3 process, then 3, 2, 1. Because we're not removing the ego. We're removing the ego for meditation. The same way as you take your clothes off when you're ready to have sex. Well, there was this one time in the strip club where this one girl was doing this grinding shit on me, and yes, that happened. So I can't say that nobody is having sex without clothes on, because sex happens in the mind. So that might be a bad analogy, but you catch my drift, you catch my float. How to meditate. Why is meditation so impossible? Well, let's deal with that. The ego can't meditate. The same way as the house can't walk down the street. You ain't never seen a house like, what up, cuz? Where you about to go, house? Go to the store, get me some miles? Y'all niggas tweaking. I need to go smoke. The house is going to be the house, right? The ego is similar to the house because it's physical. It can touch the house. It has particular modalities and functions and limits and things of that nature. However, when you say, for instance, you come outside of the house, like say, for instance, I'm in the house, I can only go within the confines of the house until I come out the house. And that's very simple to do. You never met a person that say, hey man, this is how conflicting meditation is. When you like that simple 3-step rundown is just that's it. You feel me? Video over at the end of the day. But just a deeper analogy of trying to meditate as a human. You can't do it. It's impossible. It just won't work. It's just like trying to go from Orlando to goddamn Tallahassee, but never leaving your house. Theoretically, you can do it. Through cyber magic, you can do it. You know what? This is a different point. But bro, I promise you, when you are driving or you are like in like just walking and people are in their phone, look at their phones, bro. You'll see like it's a black screen. Like, what the fuck are you looking at, fam? What is going on? Am I looking at a black screen? I was thinking that earlier. But anyways, it's a lot of attention stealing and attention grabbing today. So within that space, these are like holidays. And when we reference holidays, these are times that we can sit and get into our magic. But it's hard to get into our magic if we do not know how. Take your skin suit off. Wait. You just have like, so meditation is an exercise in patience. Patience and completion. It's not a space of trying to silence your thoughts. It's like trying to stop a river. That's why they say damn is a curse word, because you can't put a dam in a fucking river, fam. That river is a force of nature that exists. So at the end of the day, the dam will leak, the dam will break, the dam will bust open. So fuck trying to control your thoughts. Well, what if I'm walking? Can I walk and meditate? Ain't everything meditating? Well, yeah, but we're talking simply of a process of removing your ego. Removing your ego, allowing your soul to arise, communing with the soul. Being one with that. And then like, okay, I got enough. I need to go to the store now. Or the kids are screaming. Let me go change a diaper or some silly shit like that. Like, you can do it for... It's no amount of time that you need to meditate. It's just a process of however quick you can get into a space of like a whirlwind of energy. That's how I can describe it. It's just like you'll easily recognize it once you, in your mind's eye. This is imaginative process. This is the most important process that probably went in one ear, not the other. So creating a magician's table within your mind, a wood table within your mind. And this is where your skin suit go. So as easy as you could go zip and step out of your skin suit is the modality of actual meditating. However, if you're trying to bring your skin suit into it, it's not going to work. And so a lot of y'all, the resistance that I feel within this conversation is that I'm talking to a lot of skin suits and I don't really like it. I'm really tired of it. But, you know, I'ma still consist to, you know, speak the truth and that type of energy and really reference the things that I'm experiencing on my end at the end of the day. So once I begin to experience, okay, people are getting it. People are actually removing their souls. Removing their bodies and actually coming to as a soul, as a whole being. They're not trying to launch their brand or make some money or, you know, get out of a fucked up situation or trying to manipulate or like put a dam into the streams. That's why they say dam is a curse word, because you cannot manipulate an actual force of nature. You can only simply align to it. So in the space of being non-physical beings, it'll be interesting in 2021, the manifestations that come from it, because generally it's a lot of shared dreams and things of that nature. However, that energy will begin to intensify as we move forward into the year, especially as the heat increases. And so make sure you well diversified with your energy. Make sure you are meditating daily. Last night I did a video on Conjure, and it got deleted. So I'll add that in this conversation because I feel like it's valuable if you didn't tap in. I was crazy disrespected. Somebody said that I was smoking a Black and Mild, son. Listen, I ain't smoked a Black and Mild since the 90s, fam. Like, what the fuck? This is mugwort and wormwood. So Conjure. It's still here. It's still here. Ah, man. So we're doing the third eye pineal gland course on the 9th. And the reference of the third eye is the Ajna chakra. Now, Ajna, if you don't understand what Ajna means, that is a Sanskrit word that means command. So in the space of opening your pineal, some of the results are you actually finding your personal conjure, or your personal ajna, or your personal activation of your spiritual psychic gifts and powers, to which you have to understand your personal conjure. You have to understand your magic. So a lot of people will look to other people to figure out their conjure, and what you feel from them when they're like, get the fuck out of here, or they're not reciprocating your request, is because their conjure is not going to work for you, and they know it. They're not being shady, they're not being mean, they're not being fucked up towards you. They really love you. Like, a person that don't give a fuck about you, fam, is going to teach you their conjure, right? Say that their conjure is your conjure and it's a shared conjure, but that's not the truth. This is something that I know. The reality of conjure is found in the pineal gland, but the pineal gland is the face of God. But when you reference the face of God, you're referencing some form of authority, to which if you learn my conjure, you're saying, let me command you. However, if I don't have the internal predilection to want to control you, then I'm not. So generally, people who you would perceive to be doing well is because they figured out their conjure. And in order to find your conjure, you have to understand that it's through chakra work. Now, in this course, I feel that, like, it's going to be more than a third eye course. It's going to be an experience, because I'm just going to have to go on record and kind of explain things that were brought about in the 5th chakra, but I don't think kind of really stuck. But that's okay, because it was more of a seed, and it's now like flourishing to the point of really understanding the mandala and the process of chakra work in the space of getting to a particular point where you can actually find your conjure. Like, sometimes people are so concerned with what other people are doing that it's so fucking irritating. Like, you have 24 hours a day to invest in your fucking conjure. You have so much time to invest in your conjure, but you're going to talk about somebody else, what somebody else is doing, and you haven't fully perfected your conjure yet. So this is the crisis that they speak of. This is the overall purpose of life, is to tap into your law of attraction. But when I tell you your law of attraction, you start to wish that you could achieve some dumb shit. That's like I'm telling a roach that he can be human. And now, before he gets human, he's like, okay, make sure that I have mad frosted flake crumbs when I become a human. Make sure all of my people can fit into a small little compartment or some weird shit. Whatever roaches go through. Because the roach has no actual idea of what can happen to him once he becomes a human. However, his preconceived notions of what it looks like is the actual block. So what tends to happen is that people are conjurers. You are a conjurer. You conjure up lies. You conjure up fantasies. And so if you have a negative reality that you are living in, you conjured it. If you have a positive relationship with the world that you're in, you've conjured it. Now, what I'm specifically talking about in chakra work is having a relationship with your conjure. There's two things about it, though. You can't be teaching people your conjure. That's one thing. The second thing is you have to understand it as a process, as a way to be undefeated. So you started your movie, you hit your licks, you da-da-da-da-da, and now you at the turning point and you found your conjure. Now it's time to be the hero. Now it's time to be the heroine. Now it's time to do magic. Now it's time to be undefeated. Now it's time to actualize the law of attraction. The law of attraction is simply how you want your movie to end. And the movie doesn't end at a particular space. It's just like a riding off into the sunset. So a perpetual myth that you'll establish, that you'll live in, is a space of magic. Now you have full control of that. However, being an ego, acting as if your friendships, your relationships, people that you know, information that you fucking research is going to fucking save you, you're confused. You have to learn how to meditate. And you cannot meditate with your fucking problems. And not even your problems, with your happiness and your joy. You take the whole skin suit off. You take the whole skin suit off. So easy to do as you go to sleep. Harder to do during the day. However, way more beneficial when you do it throughout the day. This is real invocation. This is real magic. Because why they say don't do rituals and spells and things of that nature is because you know not what you want. The ego is so confused when it comes to this actual matrix because it makes bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. It says, hey, let's go get high. Hey, let's go fuck this girl. Or hey, let's go fuck this guy. Or hey, let's go ingest this toxic chemical. Hey, let's just do some more wild shit. Hey, let's do this prescription pill. Hey, let's just do all types of wild shit. And the whole time you thinking that you're right and exact while doing it. And even deeper, you got these spiritual people, leaders that go viral every time they open their mouth will tell you that none of this shit matters. If don't nothing matter, then why is you fucking talking? If that's when it don't matter, when you don't have nothing to say. However, if you have something to say, then it's your job to be clear on what you have to say. Because sometimes spirit lays messages on people. And sometimes y'all don't even speak to that shit. Y'all be listening to what another motherfucker got to say and y'all got the messages. Y'all got the downloads. But it's always, yeah, I be listening to what such and such said. Fuck him. Fuck her. What are you saying? After or through your meditation. Because a lot of motherfuckers don't even know how to meditate. It's everything accentuated with the physical body. So to people who just now coming on here, it's an easy 3-step process in how to meditate in 2021. You could have did this in 2020, but it ain't 2020 no more. It's 2021 now. So basically, step 1, create an imaginary table in your mind. Before you go into meditation, try to get as comfortable as you can, get as relaxed as you can, and then zip your bodysuit down, put it on the table. Trust me when I say when you need that motherfucker, it's going to be there when you need it. Now that your bodysuit is on the table, you are still there. Now you play the waiting game and you allow your soul to arise. Step 3, your consciousness that put the bodysuit on the table, that allowed the soul to arise, is now experiencing what it is, the feeling of what we call meditation. It could look like sleeping, it could look like dreaming, it could look like visions, it could look like nothing at all. But it's an overall feeling. And now you begin to merge your consciousness with that feeling that has emerged once you let your ego go. Okay? That is meditation. That is law of attraction. That is getting everything you want when you want it, because you are a vibration. You are not the body. Let it go. It will be there when you need it. And once you are finished receiving the download, receiving the information, then you put the skin suit back on, because now you like, hey, hi everybody, my name is Jermaine. I'm here to sign this record deal. I'm here to, do backflips because I'm a gymnast. I don't know, do ballet because I'm a ballet dancer. Spit this hot 16 because I'm a rapper. Like, you just do what you do. But how to meditate, you must know. So please share this video. Okay? Let people know. Tell people I ain't bullshit. I bullshitted in the middle. But at the beginning, in the end, I gave straight facts. So, you can take that to the bank and cash it, man. You understand? ColumbianExchange.com. Get your official cash merchandise. You feel me? But yeah, sign up for the class. January 9th, we going in. Third eye chakra activation. I'm trying to figure out how to stop, but it's getting hard to stop. So I'm going to force myself to stop with the information. And maybe this is really to a point where I'm like, damn, I need to do a part 2, a follow-up. But generally, I'm hoping that y'all sign up. I'm hoping that y'all tap in. Still ain't enough people signed up yet. I'm kind of salty about that. I thought it was going to get a larger response, but I guess motherfuckers don't care about their third eyes no more. Oh well. Peace. See y'all on the flip side.